We're here at the aerospace facility at Gillespie Field today in hopes of being able to see the replica of the Spirit of St. Louis do a test flight before tomorrow's big event at Lindbergh Field. We'll see what we can pick up here. It's I think it's August the 20th, 2003. Little newsworthy event here today.
And some hubbub going on today because we have a little historic flight taking place tomorrow, and of course today is a test run of the replica of the Spirit of St. Louis. And we'll talk about the plane in just a moment. But right now, mostly cloudy. Oh, I love it. 73 degrees relative humidity, 87% wind to southwest at 5, around 29.9 degrees. So the wind's coming in from the southwest, and with the cloud cover and that moisture. Okay, here's what we got to show you. A little bit of a surf report. 2 to 4 feet storm out of the southwest.
This is a newsman interviewing, talking about the Spirit.
Is in the Smithsonian. In 1927, it was not so quiet. Its single engine would carry Charles Lindbergh into aviation history.
It was Charles Lindbergh's dream to fly the Spirit of St. Louis to Paris.
His dream would become reality. On May 20th, 1927, Charles Lindbergh, a one-time stunt pilot and mail carrier, set out from Roosevelt Airport in New York to do what no one had ever done before: fly across the Atlantic non-stop. To cross 2,000 miles of ocean, the Spirit was filled with 400 gallons of gasoline.
Lindbergh always flew with a toothbrush, but not this time. In order to carry the nearly 3,000 pounds of fuel required to cross the Atlantic, he would need to conserve weight. So he had no toothbrush, no radio, no parachute, and really no visibility. This instrument panel was in front of him the entire 2-day trip, so the only way he could see where he was going was to stick his head out the window.
He wanted to make that flight. It was very important to him.
Georgia Borthwick is the only surviving member of the original team that built the Spirit of St. Louis at Ryan Airlines in San Diego. She was working the switchboard when the fate of Lindbergh and the Ryan Company was up in the air.
The report came over.
In the dark, he comes in, there's all kinds of car lights, for as far as you could hold in the first degree, and took his hat off his head instead of off his head. The crowd didn't stand up. He straight off the newspaper reporter with the flight helmet, and Lindbergh just kind of walked away from the airplane.
It was the last time Lucky Lindy would go unrecognized. From every country came honors and gifts. When he returned to New York, he was greeted by the biggest outpouring of humanity and ticker tape ever seen. Lindbergh had changed aviation, and the world would never forget.
Don't know how this interview is going, but I want to get into the picture. This man is one of our local news reporters. See him on TV frequently. He just said he's calling up home office saying they're going to pull the plane out now. We'll do it live if you give me the time on the air. So they're moving stuff out of the way. And this is the TV truck. This is KUSI, Channel 9 here in San Diego. A very, very good news channel. It's not hooked up actually with the networks, but it's the best news channel in San Diego. This here is the man behind the whole work. He's the guy that makes it all happen.
Stop that. I'm not supposed to be seen.
Right, right. I just noticed this while we were waiting for the airplane to be pulled out. I saw this stuff out here. This looks pretty bad. I don't know what it's all about, but there's not much left to it. Hello. Say hi to my friend in Colorado.
Oh, hi to friends in Colorado.
Right, right. This is one of my pals and his wife that I fly with. So it's good to see you, Dutchie. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
And you, Howard?
I'm expecting an exciting morning.
I've already gotten 15 or 20 minutes of good footage.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Boy, you got here way before breakfast.
Barbara didn't come with me.
No, she's not all that strong on coming to airports. This is going to be fun.
By the way, my cell, 858.
This is the news reporter talking to the pilot. The pilot's name is Roger Baker, and he's a retired airlines pilot, and reputedly the only guy in the States the insurance company would allow to fly this airplane. Well, they're getting ready to move this airplane out now. They want to do it live on TV, so we'll see how it goes. He's getting his picture taken.
We want to put that in the middle, or are we going to pull out this one?
All right.
Excuse me, I'm going to walk this wing out. So
Okay,
you guys
yeah, I'll get out of the way.
This is going to be this is a made for TV event. And when he points to me, I'll just, say, come on guys, let's move it out, something like that.
There's Roger.
Hit him up, move him out, then it's up to you.
These guys are waiting for the word from the station to go.
Over here. Okay. Clear over here.
Okay, here's the pilot out here giving it a good look. Their television people are still doing something. I don't know what. Having a little interview over there. This guy Mike here on the left, this slender guy, he's in the treasury. He's one of the old timers in our club. Really nice guy. He's been a treasurer and officer of the club for a long time. This is the president of our club, Ted. There's Carl Gwartney back there in the back taking pictures. Hey, Don Madison, say hello to Bud Gibson.
Hi, Bud Gibson.
There's a Bud right behind you, but it's a different Bud. This is a Bud as well. And Bud, here's your old pal Carl Gwartney out here.
All the good guys are out there. Good morning.
Good morning.
people that look like, there's a lot of people in Colorado that look like you. Hello. This guy's name is Bud, and he does an awful lot of flying at simulators as well. And he's quite a craftsman, I understand. He's quite a craftsman.
Could be a mock-up.
But he flies simulators. He also works on these airplanes out here. Hey, Bud, what was that airplane you said you worked so hard on?
On the 102.
On the F-102, yeah.
102.
Yeah, right.
Fun project.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, I'm too old for that sandpaper and stuff. How long ago was that?
We finished it about December,
I see, yeah.
Christmas time, somewhere like
Yeah.
that. They dragged it outside.
Yeah,
They're working on the MiG-21 now.
yeah, sure. That looks like quite a project.
Also, the F-16 we had in there
Yeah.
before they brought out the Spirit of St. Louis.
Yeah,
So they had to move it out.
yeah,
So we'll get back to it as well.
Look at those steps.
yeah.
In fact, I missed it on this
They just checked out the gas, ran a little out to see that there's no water in there. Roger Baker. It's going to be turning the prop through when the time comes. While we're waiting, traffic comes and goes here at Gillespie. This thing over. Roger's in the cockpit there, and this guy's talking to him. They're getting ready to go.
How are you, ma'am? I'm so glad you're Yeah, everybody getting up early.
No, I got this shirt all the time.
Not me. I put the P50 I stay in bed.
No, that's a taxi strip out there. He's got to be careful because he can't see all that good. This is the news guy. Turn the prop over. I think you have to be younger than we are.
What is this? Test flight.
I think this thing needs an aileron about this big. Yeah, that one.
Just a little bit of finishing up here with. This is an absolutely gorgeous project. And of course this is not related to the Spirit, but this is an airplane that if they ever covered it would be a crime against humanity. The entire fuselage is held together with wires under tension. No glue. I'll show you all those brackets pretty soon. Inside the cockpit they got a switch that switches the engine on and off, because it didn't have a throttle or carburetor. It just you had to burp this engine if you wanted to go part power. It's original Roan engine, and there's an original Vickers balloon buster machine gun on it. An idea, get a little bit of an idea of how these wires crisscross in here, and all tensioned up with turnbuckles. All these ferrules had to be that hold the wire in position on the turnbuckle had to be made on a special machine, and they're actually made of coat hanger wire, but not the tension wires. They're steel. The lever down here is the one that turns the engine off and on, and it leads up to what looks like the fuel supply up here. One other feature of this plane is interesting. The wings come off by sliding this long steel bolt out, and there's a series of like piano hinge arrangement that holds the wing in place. These long bungees that run the length of the fuselage actually are used to keep tension on the drum that holds the machine gun bullets, and that drum is right here. It's a little hard to see. Here you go. Here we are. Yeah. You see, there's the drum. And the bungee keeps the drum wound up tight, so that it keeps tension on the belt. The belt goes into the gun. Engineering on this is sophisticated. They built this plane from the 1916 plans, but it does have the original Roan engine. It has the original Vickers machine gun, the balloon buster. And the ribs are an interesting feature. Look at the detail on the ribs. At that time, 1916, this was a marvelous new product. The webbing in those ribs is plywood, and it was very effective. One other feature of this plane that's interesting is all the control wires are buried inside the wing, except as they come out of the fair leads to the ailerons. We can see that here. Otherwise, they're buried inside the wing. And of course, it has ailerons top and bottom, and they're differential up and down. Fabulous airplane. Sopwith Pup was a very exceptionally capable airplane. I would take one last loving look at the beautiful Sopwith. modeler working on this dang, how big is this airplane here?
18.5-foot wingspan.
18.5, how big's the prop on it? 4 feet, you told me?
Right behind you. Here's the blank.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's pretty good size for propeller. That's bigger than most of
38
my
inches.
models, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe, okay. Yeah, this goes to a guy in Colorado Springs who's an old modeler, B-17 pilot. He'll be interested in this. He and I went through school together. In fact, he came to my 3rd birthday party. So,
Here, I'll show you one of the cylinders.
one of the what? Pretty good. 9 of them babies.
Yeah, right in here.
Looking great. So this kind of, it's a good finish for the day because we just saw the real one, you know. Thanks, Leroy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Bud, when you come out here this fall, you'll meet Leroy, so don't worry, he's a good guy. Unfortunately, he's not an Air Force guy, he's an old destroyer man like me, but that's okay. Bye-bye.
We don't